to me, as a baby, I think say in couldn't be a credit the order Thomas Partey because of say in never aware say in the year 2021-2022, and a mammy and son a day charges a couple Thomas Partey say on series of rape accounts, 5 rape accounts, and the third woman or the assembly so essential couple so at the the Crown Prosecution Service, and so the court talks to say Thomas Partey and then it die at the moment and or so harassing sexually. It's the infant Thomas Partey allegedly, according to the third woman, the kind of allegedly or born or we or so and then it die. But in some local Crown Prosecution Service in Semono, making sure say on investigation upon basic investigation taking place from 2021 to 2022 and coming up with charges right now full evidence media no court na court hwehwem ehu say asem na emma miensa no de abot Thomas Partey so de call na Thomas Partey edi4 Thomas Partey betma not less than 15 years and not less than 20 years in jail according to the jail account and its senior UK4 MON-FRI ECTA ewa brushimemo no say Thomas Partey edi4 betma close about 15 years court call asitna in August 5th no, at that particular moment, now was the judge or the Thomas Partey was seeking for a bill. Edema Thomas Partey, and definitely me. But now I say Thomas Partey, the judge, it's me seeking for a bill. Court, it's me granted Edema Thomas Partey. But then on series of 5 rape cases, I had bought Thomas Partey, or meant to me in the assembly at that particular moment. But then was seeking bill Edema Thomas Partey, Emma Thomas Partey. The bail conditions and court is also man order and in the conditions as Thomas Partey is seeking for this particular bail condition and you only so no MON-FRI in the next month this particular month. MON-FRI Thomas Partey and the lawyers answer call this time around Thomas appear at court for the first time or kwakasa and court to be signed in some considering the fact say a mammy and son of first one at the rape case me and son and abono. Second one, the rape case 2 times charges and a third one, and so the rape case plus sexual assault, and so the about Thomas Partey. Or move beside and say, or you're guilty, and I say, or you're guilty. Thomas Partey, a boniding, me identify the authenticity of that particular case. Say, only and a man, me and son, about a case. And also, to say, such charges 9 man and the about not Thomas Partey, or you're guilty of that particular case.
Okay.
The moment you go so you go to the anchor honano and can prepare the judgment of the man. But you could plead not guilty at court and then no man can say the court no go at any currently as we speak no or say trials and shall say now MON-FRI in man no on so I didn't announce them ever in the next moment court a bit me call assetina or Thomas Partey bit me do so for now no Thomas Partey court ne were pleading not guilty if free and then November 2nd next year. And expect trials no a bit my end and then the court will finally come out with his judgment. So Thomas Partey 84 and I say only for but at this particular moment Thomas Partey ain't me contacted a man or no mudi is a man me and sano won't me contact or more into Komobi in the moment I man be contacted Thomas Partey Thomas Partey bit me using as evidence in our court. So Thomas Partey so contacted a man who be a mubusi or mubibia a man who me use against Thomas Partey. So I think say baby and some like a caconani and they the courage and the motivation of Thomas Partey after say Villarreal elusu against Tottenham I or in the 77th minute. Na spectators about Thomas Partey to muhru no jibono muhru no. I felt bad for him, but then make check the proceedings and then Yamana me free Thomas Partey on or court no. He was highly motivated, and then he went to court and made sure say Obi pleaded not guilty to the charges and Emmanuel at DIABY. So for Thomas Partey and Sam no DIABY, but and the matches be bring Kasa ewo. So I would like to touch on the Liverpool and Atletico Madrid game. Very good. Now, so we'll check these particular 2 coaches are Slot and Diego Simeone Asia. When Slot was coaching for the side of Feyenoord, and then at the same time, not Diego Simeone and so a coaching at the other side of Atletico Madrid. So we'll check on 2 games no more boy now. Slot at that particular moment, a lose for the first game, a co-winning in the second game, a Huawei. So it tells you say the last 2 games are Arne Slot Asia at the side of Diego Simeone, Walusu won, and then he has been able to win one game at the side of Atletico Madrid. But as I will check it, the last time Atletico Madrid meeting consecutively with 8 clubs in the English Premiership, or more clubs now, they have been able to make sure so many win most of them. Close to about 7 games, so many win. And then most of the games, so much so Asia and drawn so to me PM the other side of Atletico Madrid. So it tells you say on that particular dominance, at the other side of Diego Simeone. But when it comes to first opening match, the last first opening matches are the side of Atletico Madrid in terms of UEFA Champions League. Atletico Madrid has been able to win most of their games, 8 wins and just 2 draws in the PM at the Atletico Madrid. So making sure say so more meeting against Liverpool Football Club and a slot. Now say and a slot Entimian to going against Atletico Madrid, he can easily lose against Atletico Madrid. But so we'll check clubs now say we'll check coaches most of these coaches now say these 2 coaches or more identity in terms of football is quite different. Papa even said and a slot loves to make sure say he will play consistently in a total dominant system of football. No one making sure so all in the total dominant system of football, he will possess most of the times centrally, say a pretty at the other side of Liverpool Football Club. And so about total dominance football. Now say pretty centrally in the centric midfield of Liverpool. Players being na the side of an slot, efforts to use a operate almost centrally at the Liverpool Football Club. Ryan Gravenberch, any abandoned the Dominic Soboslai, and sometimes McAllister and we use one. But then, so we'll check the first 11. That's how we'll check it probably. Nippon Metimesi and Liverpool Football Club. McAllister ain't mean now as a traditional box-to-box midfielder and farm at the side of Liverpool Football Club. It may take the moment of Dominic Soboslai this particular season. Bono as a number 10 at the same time. Bono as a number 8. Also Bono as a right fullback at the time. Na Jeremy Frimpong, April, Akakot Nanchen, Amono, Abishim, Abobono, the other side of Anna Slot. Or no better my partner Ryan Gravenberch in the midfield for Liverpool Football Club. But DIABY in common order says so open most of these midfielders are more complete in terms of more passing ranges, in terms of recoveries, in terms of interceptions, in terms of a lot of breaking line passes into the attacking third. So open top 5 solid midfielders. You talk about Ryan Gravenberch, but you wouldn't have these top 5 midfielders in the side of Atletico Madrid. So it tells you say this particular game if Liverpool can easily win, it depends on Ryan Gravenberch in the midfield of Liverpool Football Club. Okay. So Diego Simeone so per se ultimately capitalize, neutralize the runs of Ryan Gravenberch. Then he needs to deploy most of his midfielders, especially in the midfield, to make sure say Omubetimia battle in the M2M press system in the midfield. No matter making sure say in the zonal marking system, the side of Diego Simeone. So against any total dominant system of football game. That's what me about the zonal market bit me ensure. So when me and farm the side of Atletico Madrid, Liverpool a bit more dominated centrally over the side of Atletico Madrid because in the last 4 games, Liverpool for me about in terms of midfield, no any other English club in the Premier League me dominating possessively centrally against the side of Liverpool Football Club. They have that particular numbers and normal numbers do speak at the moment. But so we'll check the tactical lineup. Liverpool bought the 4-2-3-1 tactical system as usual. Then you check the side of Papa if it's Diego Simeone. Oh no. Sometimes he plays the 4-4-2 tactical system, and sometimes too he plays the 5-4-1 availability in that particular sense of his tactics. But so we'll check the 4-2-3-1 they Liverpool now. They may make from vet ain't meaning the former. Now, Obo Edema decided to buy all for Leverkusen because at buy all for Leverkusen, near man a free road to operate. But so we'll check in and saying games are on a slot. Yusuf Florent. Anyhow, OC air tasking in the attacking third of Liverpool Football Club. To me, the performance and how we see progress in the anymore, it has not been unreal. Into me, most of creativity in terms of will be Emma breaking line passes. And I said true balls from a typical number 10 role. And they are going to the attacking third. No, Yenten who be Ewo Florent in the last 4 games are what about them Liverpool Football Club because of say the taxa and the slot taxa in attacking third. No, it is quite different from the taxa and Zabi Alonso. Edema Florent in attacking third by for Liverpool with Liverpool. Ontimi enko enimu bebresa. Sometimes he gets limited because of say Obo McAllister. That's McAllister was a traditional number 8 player. He gives you that kind of free road to operate. But Temian who say Florent operate from the left hand side of the attack, not the back into the middle. But so check it by for Leverkusen. Kwaya not the side of Zambia knows the first operating flow and vector. Sometimes moving free the left hand side of the attack. But then he makes sure say horizontal and say vertically, he will operate directly from Granit Xhaka in the midfield of Bayer for Leverkusen. And I don't know, depressing most of his movement at the Man Liverpool Football Club. And sometimes the movement, a block, most of the chance they bet my point is attacking Ted. But I will check it, Diego Simeone. The 4-4-2 tactical system, you get Barrios, Koki, or Mujin Finfi, or 2 double number 6 figures. They can easily neutralize the runs of Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai in the middle of Liverpool Football Club. Alexander Salad will become a traditional number 9 player. I will bet anymore about the side of Atletico Madrid. Then you talk about Antoine Griezmann. He will come in as a progressive player who sometimes comes, gets the ball, involves himself in the play, carries the ball, and gives most of the chances to Solot in attacking third of the side of Atletico Madrid. But again, we a bit critique a lot of moments. And then I know Liverpool will win. Liverpool Beshe. But it's easy for Liverpool. In the last games, Liverpool, no, Omu wins has not been convincing because of the last minute games. I am Omu winning. The last game over the weekend, so we saw Liverpool almost struggle to the last minute of Omu winning. This season in La Liga with Atletico Madrid, Baby Omodano to me convincingly is quite good because this is the kind of starter you will always expect from Diego Simeone at any moment in time. So I know very well, say Liverpool will win against Atletico Madrid, but then it's so easy for Arne Slot to take that particular win for Diego Simeone. But for PSG and Atlanta, it's a done deal. PSG, Luis Enrique, a bit more satisfying the moment, and a bit much say Opo be bit more contended for the UEFA Champions League this particular season. Now, Luis Enrique will also win against Atlanta.
Partey, my main message is Kakani Amrafi. Liverpool is winning tonight.